Nigerians do this, Nigerians are that, Nigerians, cha, cha, cha. Why is it that the whole world, everybody, nearly everybody is complaining about Nigerians, but still you are around Nigerians, you are dating Nigerians, you are looking up to Nigerians, you are following the trend of Nigerians, but when you come out, you don't get anything good to talk about Nigerians.
Yesterday, I made a video telling a story on how it's very difficult for one to be a Nigerian in diaspora, because of the foreign nationals, how they see us and how they write our stories and how they understand us because of our criminal past. This is fact. It's somehow not as if you are not going to be paid, not as if you are not going to be employed, but definitely sometimes the people you work with may kind of have some ways they look at you, the way they reason with you. I have an experience while I was in the northern part of the country, Nigeria, how people of another faith can look at you as if you are a Christian, there's a way they look at you, they might not allow you access certain favors. They might look at you, you are not fit to occupy a particular position because of what you believe in. That is what is happening in Nigeria, but out of the country is a different ball game. These are some other people who look at you not because of your race. They are looking at you because of the country you are coming from. These are two mixed things, I made mention of while I was on a transit, what happened when I issued out my international passport. While you are on transit, people will look at you like, what kind of human being is this? They started distancing themselves away from you and all that. So, and there's this guy that comes closer. We've been talking about business ties and all that. At the end of the day, he decided to let go. And it's damn very, very difficult. It's damn something that is psychologically demoralizing, So what I want to say, because someone asked a question on my YouTube asking me, who will be the next leader? Who do you think will be the next leader of Nigeria? Is it the coalition forces? Is it the APC? I say, man, there's no weapon that will take the APC out of the context, The APC are the incumbents, they still have power. They wield a lot of power to themselves. As you see, there are two sides of the story. Some people are thinking that the coalition is gaining momentum, man. And some people quote the 2015 election between Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan and that of the APC late administration, Siwaju Tinubu. The President Goodluck Jonathan didn't actually pass through contesting till he became the president. He was picked. He was handpicked to become the vice president. So he did not really travel around to understand the political dynamics of Nigeria, how the North thinks, how the western part of the country thinks. All he understands about Nigeria is for him to be a dream of every Nigerian and for every Nigerian, That was his ideas. So at the time when he got to realize that this is not what Nigeria stands for, it was too late, But Asiwaju Tinubu, the sitting president of Nigeria, has been a politician who travels around the country, have friends, has met some kings. He has some boys he can call. And some of these guys were not his boys then, but now they are his men. You understand what I'm trying to say? They are loyal to the core. And when you are so loyal to the core in Nigerian presidential political scenario, you must and you are going to be. Check out what happened to Fubura. He was loyal at the beginning, but later on he wanted to carve his own niche. But the governor, who is a minister in Abuja, have to call him to order. And what is happening? So, and he's being met with some conditions. If he agree, if he doesn't agree, that's what he's kind of going to lose. And it is the Abuja that will determine who is the next governor of Rivers State. So now let's look at PDP dying off. You understand? That is fact. And let's look at coalition scattering very soon. And that is what is going to happen. I watched Very Dark Man made some analysis on how the coalition is going to implode from within because of only one candidate, Peter Obi, because of some political dynamics. And I can't vote Peter Obi personally because he's a vice president. I can only vote Peter Obi because he is the presidential candidate under any political platform, because that is the only guy. I am not Igbo. People think and assume that I am an Igbo person because of my analysis. They think that I'm supporting everything that Igbos are doing. No, I'm not an Igbo man, but I believe that the only person that have what it takes to rule Nigeria, apart from sentiment, let's take this out, is Peter Obi. And let me tell you the reason, because this is the man that tell you how the things, economy, security, and is not someone who is stubborn or a die-hard person that uses money to try to buy his position into politics. It is for him to come and sell his products. If you like, you come to his shop to buy it. That is who he is. So I believe that even Nigerian of tomorrow, for our children, for our kids, to grow and become proud of a country, for wealth and for economic development, technology and education, and for energy, I think because he has this for Nigeria to grow and become something we want to be, is for us to vote Peter Obi. I'm not campaigning for him, but I want us to think. And some people are feeling that when Peter Obi will be on power as an Igbo man, he's going to do what? He's going to divide Nigeria. Yes, very few people have started seeing that Peter Obi is not going to divide Nigeria. But the people that are presently on power are the ones stylistically dividing the country along party lines, along religious lines and all that. We are not actually united. But when Peter Obi comes to power, I'm telling you that, and I assure you that there is no way a sitting president that will stand up today or tomorrow and say that, let the country be divided. The West will not agree to that. The North will not agree to that. Remember, he is a democratically elected president, which can stand what is called impeachment if he dare try that. You understand? So he is not a dictator, a military dictator that can do and undo, but he is going to be checkmated. There is no how a Northern Senate president or a South or a Western House of Representatives that will sit and see that the country is going to be divided, and he will allow it no matter what is going to happen. And there's no how he's going to do it while the Igbos and the South will control the minority house in the Senate. It is always the North that controls the majority, and the interests of the North will always be prevailing. So there's no how this will come to pass. We should think elaborately, and we should think like people, and we should not allow ourselves to be used, as I was making mention of how social engineering, political lies, how they can use some of these lies to control the narrative and give you a leader that is not going to help us grow or do anything about our future. Please remain blessed and be guided. Let's learn to do what is right, and let's learn to think ahead. I know that very few Nigerians will reach out to this video. If you have a question, drop on the comment section. Let's deal with it and let's answer these key questions and move ahead. Thank you very much.